Hi guys, how are you doing? So my name is Lilian Momena. I'm a registered dietitian living and practicing in Kenya, and I have been creating content for the last 2 years. I have been in business of nutrition for the last 8 or 9 years. 2022 I started creating content on health and nutrition. So I have accumulated 2 or 3 years experience in content writing, content scripting, content editing, and more. So in this particular video, I am going to talk to you about how to identify the niche that you want to do when it comes to content. Because most of the time, people want to create content, but they are usually afraid of what to create on. They usually tell you, but you're a nutritionist, you can create content on nutrition. You're a nutritionist, you can create content on disease management. But here I am creating content on how to do content. So you don't have to have gone to school for content creation. That is one thing that I learned. It's very important to have the basic knowledge, to know how to speak, how to communicate, how to tell stories, how to listen, how to understand, but it's not so basic. You can actually learn while on it, like some of us are doing. You need to understand your strengths. What are you passionate about? What problem have you identified that you want to solve? Content creation is hard, and if you're doing something just for the money, let me tell you, you will quit faster than you know. You will quit. Content will need you to have an understanding of why you're doing it. Unless you're a celebrity and your videos go viral every time you post, even cooking tea, then you need to understand why you need to start creating content. That will keep you going when things are tough, because content is tough. And then someone will come to you, but you know it was easier for you to understand your why because you're a nutritionist. You understand the dynamics of the Kenyan population. That is why it was easy for you to start creating content on health and nutrition. No, it wasn't. I wanted to create content on hair and skin because I'm into skin business and hair business. But I was thinking about the longevity or the long-term plans of my content creation, and I thought if I limit myself to hair and skin, I might get to a plateau sooner than I want. So I had to get something that is a bit broader and it can be continuous for long. You can choose content in lines of life skills because those are skills that someone needs every other day. They are intergenerational. Someone will need to have good public speaking. Someone will need to have good communication, good listening, good time management, emotional intelligence skills. You can capitalize on mindset shifts because we are currently understanding the importance of mindset shift with success. In the past, we used to be told that for you to be successful, you had to work really, really hard. You had to be really, really focused. Those dynamics have not yet changed, but we have this understanding your mindset, the willingness to go on, to keep on moving even when the things go tough. That is what I am working on because I understand the hardness or the toughness that people have to change. Because as a dietitian, I am preaching on the importance of behavior change, dietary patterns, habits, and people are resistant to change, and that is what I am hoping to get with this channel, to ensure that I am reaching more people who can actually understand the importance of mindset shifts if they want to actualize any form of change, be it dietary, physically, be it financially. You have to be willing to have the mindset shift. Those are some of the content ideas that you can have. You can also choose cooking if you like cooking. You can say to do the healthy pairing versus the unhealthy pairing, and people usually have a million of excuses as to why they should not. A dietitian will come to me and tell me, I cannot speak as fast as you can. Speaking fast is not an advantage. Trust me, I am really trying to work on slowing my pace because naturally I speak fast. Someone will come and tell me, oh, I am not confident on camera, but you can go and create videos when you're cooking. You do B-roll and then you do a voiceover note. You tell people why they should combine their mandazi with uji and not tea, why they should combine their eggs with this and not this, and the importance of meal combination to nutrient availability, bioavailability, utilization, and absorption. These are very essential, important things that people need to know in this current situation where there's a lot of malnutrition going on, both over, under, and hidden hunger. So if you think that one thing is a challenge, capitalize on one thing that you think is a strength. Move with that. And then another thing that you need to do before you settle on a niche is understand This one I did not do, because if I did, understood the dynamics of the health and nutrition niche, I would not have ventured into it. Let me tell you why. It has people who have been doing it for so long. You can actually say it's saturated. But these people who do it, they don't do it with the Kenyan population in mind. The Kenyan content creators on health are actually just copying, like they go watch a Dr. Bag video, or they go watch this guy, Dr. Stan, then they come and copy paste that to their videos. They are solving Kenyan problems with American solutions, and that does not work. That is what I wanted to do. I was like, we have so many content creators on nutrition and health. We have so many researchers on nutrition and health, but what do we have in Kenya? You see? And that is how I started content creation. And I noticed it was even harder because the Kenyans are not even going to watch your content. Like if I go on to my analytics, you get Nigeria, you get the USA. Kenyans, they are number 3. That was my core audience. So it can be a bit challenging to tell someone to go and analyze the niche that you are at. They say that you do, but please don't. Because if your goal is to change mindset, and you go on mindset and you see this Indian guru on mindset, like he's always creating content, like every week he does 2 long podcasts, and you start comparing yourself with him, you'll never get into content creation. Identify what you can solve with what you have and skills that you have, then just go in. And then another thing, when you decide on a niche, now we've already decided on a niche because we've decided on our strengths, on our problems, and what we have. Now we are ready to roll. Now you need to understand that it's going to be hard and you're going to want to change. I have like 3 or 4 YouTube channels. I create different contents in all of them. And fortunately or unfortunately, the one that I am most passionate, or I'm still willing, and make sure that I am consistent on whether I am feeling great or not, is Momina Wellness. That is where content creation came from my heart. Like I was tired of fighting on WhatsApp, on Twitter with people who had irrelevant information regarding the Kenyan population, and I just thought, okay, fine. Let me just go do good work, because I went to school for 4 years. I did internship for 1 year. I have expertise in this field. Let me just go and write. And actually I started by writing a blog. I wrote, and then I thought, okay, fine, this blog is not reaching enough people because it's not even paid for. I will pay for it in the future. And I was like, let me do video, let me do audio. And that is how I went in. So it is good to be passionate. If you want to teach people how to dance, you want to teach people how to do guitar, but the educational content, they are not the easiest to pick, but they are the most sustainable form of content on any application, because people will always want to learn. Entertainment changes with trends. Anything that you're good at, you can actually teach someone. You can teach someone how to braid this. I think I'll do that because this is my inborn talent. I can really braid hairs. I can really style people, but myself, oh my god, but I style. This was my work. This video has turned out longer than I wanted it to be, but it's because it's very essential for you to understand the niche. How to pick a niche does not have a definition. It has no cost. It has no outline. Just go in with what you want to do. And then learn the skills. Learn the skills of content creation, talking to a camera, public speaking. By the way, you see, the confidence that you get when you're speaking on camera is the same confidence that you're going to get when you're speaking to an actual audience. So start practicing. And don't be scared to publish, And another thing, I'm going to talk about how to actually curate your call to action in all your published videos, posts and such, and why it's important. Why is it important that you tell people to subscribe? Why is it important that you tell people to visit your website? Why is it important that you tell people to reach out for dietetic care in all your posts or all your videos? Why is it important? So I'm going to talk about that next. So ensure that you stick around, and until next time, bye. Cheers. I made this too. You see, I can do a lot. Cooking, I can do braiding, I can do speaking, I can do motivation, and I'm here doing nutrition, but it's what I like most. So I hope you get to find that, because that will really help you a lot in content creation.